Alright, so here we are in Querétaro, Mexico, about 10 hours south of the border. It was a lot of driving today. Fortunately, not a whole lot of incidents. It was pretty easy to get in, just driving across, declare the pups, and the auto spent probably about an hour and a half at customs, getting things taken care of, mostly just waiting in line. And once that was set, we were on our way, didn't get stopped at the customs post or any of the military blockades that followed on the way down. It's definitely different driving to Mexico. There's a lot of things that you don't see in the US. Things like, well, in general, there's a lot of people in the back of trucks, back of pickup trucks riding around. There are these flames on the side of the road once it gets to night. So yeah, I broke the first rule of driving in Mexico, which is don't drive at night. And I had a reservation at this hotel here, which is, all right, it looks nice, there's Maynard there, but I swear all the money was put into the design and buying this really cool modern looking stuff, but none of it is very high quality. It's all like plastic and not very well maintained, but it does look nice, and hey, I didn't spend a whole lot of money on it, so no worries. I'm actually glad that I did make a reservation, because one, it got me down here, and driving at night really wasn't that bad. And two, I had a whole lot of nervousness, I guess, anxiety when I was waking up about actually making the border crossing. And it turned out to not be that bad. The two things that did sort of happen to me, one, I got scammed a little bit at a gas station. They're all pretty much government owned, I think. It's Pemex, or Pemex, P-E-M-E-X, are all the gas stations on the way down, and they're all full service. So the guy gave me came up, filled the tank, and asked for cash, and it was $325 or something like that, 325 pesos. And so I gave him a 500, and his friend was behind me and sort of distracted me a bit. And I'd seen that the friend was coming, so I sort of opened my door and I had my back covered so he couldn't get to anything. But it distracted me enough when he leaned in that when the other guy said, "Oh, this is a 50, I just went ahead and gave him another 500 instead, So I just got scammed there. I'd spent so much time thinking about what was going to happen if there were going to be bandits, if there were going to be other more physical things, that I didn't think about that aspect, the money changing, just palming a bill and giving me back something else. The 50s and 500s do not look alike. I can't use that as an excuse. So live and learn. If I lost, it's about $35 worth. So if I can learn my lesson from that, it'll definitely be worth it. Just remember that for the rest of my life. And because I definitely spent a good time thinking about it. So we made it down here. The other incident it wasn't even an incident, it's just Querétaro is not very well designed as far as how the roads are set up. So when I missed my hotel, obviously doing this without a GPS, but I knew where it was, but when I missed it, I had to make all sorts of crazy turns to try to get back, and spent about 20 minutes trying to get back. So again, no biggie, never any threat to myself or the car or anything like that. Driving at night wasn't that bad. Was glad to have the dogs along. We booked it here. It was really just drive. The longest stop was probably 2 minutes. Made about 4 stops along the way, and I'm sure we're all glad to be out of the car, except for Stella, who's in the car guarding it right now, because I could only get one dog into the hotel, even though, well, it was a little iffy online if they were going to be allowed or not. So Maynard's here, Stella's out guarding the car, and it's actually pretty cool out. It's in the 50s, so she'll be fine. All right, have a good one. I'll talk to you when I'm a little bit further south in Mexico.